Hey guys, welcome to the third edition of August's Throwback Thursday. I'm your boy Ronnie, and this is Randy. We just talk about some of our wins and lessons that we've learned with some properties that we sold in the past. So this property, it's off of Moquay. It is Lawrence, kind of east side, kind of cookie cutter neighborhood, but a little bit older cookie cutter. This seller was very interesting to deal with. He was an older guy. He was served in the force, and he was very strict about his numbers. He's like, when I called him, he said, "I want this number. This is my number." And so I'm trying to talk with him, and we're doing negotiating, but his number never changed. And so I did the walkthrough with him. One of the things I learned is that as I'm doing the walkthrough, he was, in talk with me, but the real decision maker was actually the wife that was always hovering around in another room. She was listening to the conversation.
Sounds typical.
Pretty typical. The real decision maker was in the other room, and she was zooming back and forth. I kept trying to engage with her, and she would not sit still. She just wanted me to talk with him, and then she would really make all the decisions depending on what she heard. But this one, it took a while to kind of walk down because they wouldn't move off the numbers. They actively told me, "Hey, I am shopping this around to meet with other people and get other offers." As we continue to look at the numbers and continue to talk about it and look at the property again, it's one of those situations where sometimes, you just have to give the seller what they want. And because sometimes it really does just make sense. And, you can't, you can, haggle and negotiate all day, but sometimes, you just have to pull the trigger where you feel like it makes sense. So I was actually able to talk to the wife, and get this deal done. We also, because they were a little bit older, he had to jump through a couple more hoops in order to, meet them. Normally we're sending things through DocuSign, but this is one of the situations where you have pen and paper, take it out there pre-COVID, and be able to, meet with them, and get things signed. So it worked out well, but, we just really had to make sure that we had every one of the decision makers involved in helping make that decision in order to get that sale.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. So on my side, when we got this property, I thought it was going to be, this house was on the Far East Side, kind of in an area where we've sold a lot of properties before fairly easily. And I thought it was going to be a pretty simple sale. I had a few people through, and it ended up being a little tougher than I thought. I think we just made just a little bit on the deal, which it just wasn't the best for us on the back end. But I love the story on this one for how you're able to get in and get that deal done. Did he mention how many people he was exactly how many people he was talking to?
Yes, so actually, I think he said 6, and then I end up calling him from a different number because I end up matching one of the numbers, and so I think honestly he might have got me confused with somebody else, but
but it worked.
But it worked.
Yeah.
He signed the paper.
Yeah. So I think that was an awesome story there. Just like your persistence there, just to get the deal done and stay in front of them, and then end up working out. So. So on my end, nothing too crazy, pretty straightforward sale. Just took a little bit longer than what I expected, but the real meat of this video was kind of how you were able to get in and get the deal done on the acquisition side, which is awesome.
Yep. Deal is in the follow-up, people. Follow up, because people will change their mind. Or maybe you just change your numbers. So that's fine. Okay. Look, guys, you guys have a great week, and we'll see you next week.